What's up, guys? Today I'm talking all about how I would market your company for $500 per month. So if you gave me 500 bucks and said, do what you got to do on Facebook or social media or whatever it is, this is exactly how I would get it done to help you grow and generate some leads. What's up, guys? It's Logan Shinholster with Contractor Growth Network, and today is all about using 500 bucks a month as your quote-unquote ad spend or whatever you want to use it for to generate leads. And here's why we're going on that one, because that's literally the equivalent of like 2 or 3 leads on some of these lead generation sites when it comes to kitchens or bathroom remodeling services. So I'm going to walk you through, if you got 500 bucks, instead of spending it on some of the other third-party sites, use it for yourself. And this is exactly how I would do it. So what I've done is I typed in remodeler near me. I'm here in the Charlotte area, so it's going to show up for Charlotte. So let's go ahead and pick a random company and go through that. All right, so D&D Construction has, I don't even know how they're showing up, but they have got nothing. So we're gonna go for the next one down, which is Case Design and Remodeling of Charlotte. First off, just from an overview, the website's always gonna be the very first step that I want to start off at, because this is super important. Because it's really the foundation of everything that you're going to be doing. So for remodeling, landscaping, any of those lower urgency services where it's like people, want to spend more and more time thinking about it versus just hopping on it, the website's super important. On the flip side, if you go into their reviews, let me just look really fast. One of the first things that I would do is I would reach out to a lot of their old customers and say, hey, could you please come review us? Because 4.3, it's not bad, but think of Uber. Right? Anything below 4.7, and they kick them off the app. So 4.3 is kind of pushing that one as well. It looks like they've had mostly 5s and a couple would not recommend, slow to respond, owner wouldn't take our phone call, generally not treated as a valued customer. Yeah, so okay, and then like the response is not great. So I would go back and try to get all of their past customers that are good customers and say, hey, we got a couple bad reviews. Would you be willing to leave us a review so we can try to, really put our good reputation out there and try to push that from a 4.3 up to like a 4.7, 4.8. Step number 1, make sure the reviews are on point, and that's how I would do that. So let's check out this website. So on the website, all right, we come on in, Case Design / Remodeling. My very first impression is it looks nice. I like the background image. It looks clean. It's cool. However, there's a lot of stuff going on, a lot of clutter, and that's not what we want. If we're going for high-end design, clean, sleek, then we want it to be very more almost plain vanilla, use more white space. So what I'm gonna do with that is I'm gonna come in, and if you notice, you see all this red, which is fine, but we've got a big red button up there in the top right, then we got our work. Okay, these are buttons as well. And then you also have on the so there's too many things to take that you can do. Limit it down, shrink it down to a few basic options on the homepage, because otherwise it's gonna be, on the first image, way too overwhelming. So as they come through, it looks nice. If you got local and regional area contractor of the year plus best of house, I'm going to showcase those in a very big manner. So instead of just putting it in like a little small sliver, I'm putting it right below there to actually push out the, like that, hey, we're legit. And the whole goal of this website is to sell. We want it to act as a 24/7 sales tool. So anytime somebody comes to it, they're constantly getting sold on why they need their service done, and second off, why they need us to provide that service. Our people, I like that, nice, clean, professional photos, looks good. They've got a cool blog. Generally don't really always put that on the front page, but you do you. I like that. Schedule a conversation. Okay, all in all, solid. It's a good first impression of the home page. I like that. It's just a bit cluttered. I would pull a little bit back from that. Let me just check out, let's say we're going for kitchens, for example. Imagine your ideal kitchen. Oh, that pops up. I like the layout of this page. It's a lot of text at first. So if you notice, you come right in, there's no way you're reading any of this text. You're absolutely scrolling right past it and going to some of the images, which looks like it's just gonna be project profile. So I like this page a lot. Looks pretty good. I would lay it out a bit more. There's basics that you need on your service page, like a kitchen remodeling page, testimonials, the process that it takes, things like that. They've nailed the pictures. You want your headline a little bit different, but all this stuff we cover in that blueprint course. So if you ever want to know how to actually put this stuff together and what needs to go into it, go check out contractorgrowthnetwork.com and that's where you're gonna see how to actually do it. But I'm just kind of going through why this stuff matters. So homepage, this second page looks okay. The pictures look good to go. I would just kind of restructure a lot of this. So all in all, I like the website. It's solid. It helps, it's very high class, and it shows that they're probably a higher class firm, which I like. This is a lot to do right here, to ask them on their, like, do you really need, hey, for a conversation, do I really need to give them my full address? Probably not. So little things to think about. All in all though, solid looking website, good sales tool. The next thing I'm gonna do is, now that we have a sales tool, how do I actually drive people there? So that's where I'm gonna start to spend this $500 per month. And the first thing I'm gonna do is set up Google Ads. So here's what I mean, is right now, if you search for a remodeler near me in Charlotte, you're gonna see Thumbtack, you're gonna see Home Advisor, because those are Google Ads. Those are the very first thing, and usually the very bottom thing as well, that Google will put on your website, on their search engine. And it's great because it's a quick, easy way to get to the top of Google without having to wait for any SEO, or which is the stuff below the maps, or this Google business listing, which is the 3 different companies that are below the map. This is an instantaneous thing. If you set it up right now, it can be up there by tomorrow. Super quick stuff. If I scroll down, if you see Eager Beaver and C, there's other, companies right there that are trying to also use Google Ads to get to the top. So I would go right for that and say, for example, if we're trying to sell some kitchens before Thanksgiving, I'm gonna say, hey Google, in my Google Ads, I'm gonna say, hey, I want you to set it up so that anytime somebody in this area, let's just say Charlotte, North Carolina, searches for kitchen remodeler near me, kitchen remodeling company, anything that actually has some sort of buying intent, meaning somebody that actually wants to hire somebody. For example, searching for a term like kitchen remodeler near me means they're probably looking for somebody that's gonna be able to do their project. The same reason that if you search for, pizza restaurant near me, you probably are trying to look for a restaurant around you. But if somebody searches for something that's not buyer related, meaning how much does a kitchen remodel cost, they're too early on in the process, and I don't want to be spending money on that since I only have $500. Okay, so I'm going to set those ads up for buying intent, meaning again, kitchen remodeler near me. So if they type this in, they would see my case design / remodeling ad at the top of Google. So they could go, oh wow, great, let me click on that, and they click on it, and that would take them directly to my kitchen remodeling page. All right, so I would set that up. Now let's say, for example, somebody doesn't buy on the spot, right? Because most people are not gonna buy. In fact, about 70% of people that come to your website as a whole are not gonna buy. Are never gonna come back to your website. So I want to get them re-engaged. And the way that I'm gonna do that is, I'm gonna say, hey Google, or hey Facebook, anybody that specifically came to this kitchen remodeling page, I want to show them an ad on Facebook, which you can do. So let's come on in, and we're gonna look at Facebook and see what we got. So the same way that you are gonna come in and see, for example, an ad from Amazon for a product that you did not buy, but you clicked on it, you're gonna see an ad. So you go to Amazon.com, you pick out a pair of shoes, and you put them in your cart. Then you don't end up actually buying them. Guess what happens when you come back to Facebook? You're gonna see an ad right there for those shoes, the same way that you're seeing this QuickBooks ad. Okay, I use QuickBooks, so what they're probably doing is saying, anybody who's been to the QuickBooks website, show them a new ad. Same idea. So I'm gonna say, anybody that's come to this kitchen remodeling page, I'm gonna spend money on Facebook to try to get them back and get them to call me. All right, and the way that I'm gonna do that is, I'm either gonna go for the home run, which is please call me, by giving them some sort of incentive. And the reason for that is, otherwise people are gonna buy on their own terms. Meaning, if you allow somebody to come to your site and you just kind of say, hey, whenever you're ready to buy, let me know, that's fine, but some of these people might be a few years down the road. And if you need cash right now, that doesn't help you out too much. So with $500 a month, I'm gonna come back into Facebook and say, Facebook, I want you to show them an ad, but I wanna give them a special offer, an offer they can't refuse. So I'm gonna give them some sort of promotion saying, hey, if you call me up right now, I will do this special thing. And maybe it's an upgrade of appliances, maybe it's a material upgrade, maybe I'm throwing in cabinet painting for free. I'm not too sure, but I would try to get back in front of them because they've already shown me on Google that they're looking to hire somebody. Then they've gone to my website, and whatever I showed them right there wasn't enough to get them to make a decision on the spot. So I'm coming back to Facebook and showing them an ad. And I'm gonna spend my $500 a month just on that right there. So to lay it all out again, 1, I'm making sure the website's good to go and acts as a sales tool. 2, I am going through, before the website, I'm actually gonna get the reviews up because people will do their due diligence to make sure that they're getting a good contractor. Then the website, then I'm going to Google Ads to say anytime somebody searches for the terms related to these buying terms, I want you to show my ad to send them to that kitchen remodeling page. And then I'm following up on Facebook saying, Facebook, anybody that has been to my kitchen remodeling page in the Charlotte area, I want you to show them an ad again, trying to get them to give me a call again by giving them some special offer. And that's how I'm doing it on a very basic macro level. It can go way more in depth, and you can start to do email marketing and all this other stuff, but just for the basic, purpose of this video, that's what the initial thing that I'm gonna set up is. Sales tool, get people to the sales tool, and if they don't buy, get them to see us over and over again to try to get them to come back to that sales tool with some sort of special offer for them. So I hope that helps. Very basic macro level, but this is really the overview 101 of how to get leads online, your own leads, so you're not having to rely on a third-party lead gen site. So I hope all this stuff helps. If you found this helpful in any way, do me a favor, smash that like button on YouTube because it's really gonna help out the algorithm. And if you wanna know how to actually do this stuff yourself, if you want a checklist on how to actually lay out your website to be that sales tool, to sell for you when you're asleep, and then how to drive people there using Google, then how to follow up with them on Facebook, and all the other stuff that goes into digital marketing for your contracting business 101, head to contractorgrowthnetwork.com and that will actually show you how we do everything. All right, go on there. There's a special offer just for you as a pre-sale still. So if you're watching this before we launch it, you're gonna be good to go. You're gonna save a lot of money. Go check it out. Otherwise, hit the like button at the very least, and we'll catch you on the flip side. Thanks.